It's an abomination to Yahweh Shem Yahushai to celebrate this day. Right? And the word celebrate means what? Partake of. Right? To honor, to commemorate, to hold it as a revered day. Right? It goes back to the heathen. Right? And their worship of their idols. Go ahead. Which are not gods, by the way.
This is Colossians chapter 2, verse 4. He said, and this I say, lest any man should beguile you with itching words.
Yeah, with itching words, right? It was beguiled. It was beguiled, right? And now there are doctrines and philosophies out here that has beguiled the whole nation of God, or 2/3 of the nation of Israel, right? But the prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushai are out here teaching the truth. Want to cleanse the nation to bring them back to the Lord, but they don't want to hear that. Right? Jeremiah 4:22, right? They don't want to hear the words of the prophet. Because it's the same generation that killed the prophets. Right. They hear reincarnations of what? To get their condemnation.
That's right.
To receive their reward. Right?
That's right. Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22. For my people is foolish, they have not known me, they are studied children, and they have not understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge.
Yeah, they're wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. Right? The Heavenly Father called them what? Such as children. Call them foolish. What such as means stupid and foolish. Right? They're full of folly. And that's one of the songs. Deck the halls with folly. Right? Yahweh Shem Yahushai says what? Take no pleasure in a fool. Right?
Good.
This is folly. All this is going on around here is folly and madness. Right?
This is Saturnalia spirit.
That's right.
And when you go back to the history of Saturnalia, it's a day of war. I think it starts from the 17th to the 23rd, I think. It's a day of what? Drunkenness, orgies, you know, a whole heap of wickedness. And this is what we're seeing right now. And Jerusalem is a part of this evil. And they're going to be judged. Right? They're going to be judged for it. Right?
That's something?
Yeah, that one for you. This is Isaiah. Right? Yeah, this is Isaiah chapter 5. Isaiah chapter 5 verse 21. He said, I hate and despise your feast days. I will not smell in your solemn assembly. Oh, Salakia. Read back again. Yeah. This is Isaiah. This Amos. Saying Isaiah 5 and 20 say, I think it's a woe to them that God is not good. It's the spirit. I think the spirit already bring it out. Let me go get it. Yeah, God keep saying it again. Right? This is Isaiah chapter 5 verse 20. He said, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
Yeah, so what? Hey, Christians call this good, but it's evil.
Yeah.
It's an abomination in the sight of Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Right.
The Most High said he hate and he despise your feast days.
That's right.
To hate means to strongly detest. He abhors. Right? This has nothing to do with Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the creator of heaven and earth. Right? I think Jeremiah 10:10. Yeah, Jeremiah 10:10.
Jeremiah 10:10. This is Jeremiah chapter 10. This is Jeremiah chapter 10 verse 10. He said, but the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is the true power.
He's the true power. That's Treasure Bozier. But this festival of feast day is celebrated as Treasure Bozier, the other white meat. Right? It goes back into pagan worship. This has nothing to do with the righteousness of the Most High. Right? These people following what as they said, Saturnalia.
Yeah, Saturnalia.
The winter solstice.
With the solstice, go back to worshiping the god of Odin.
Can't.
When you go to the winter solstice, you're worshiping the god of Odin.
That was what, Greek mythology?
Yeah, which is an Edomite god.
An Edomite god. You understand? The scripture talk about if anybody come and entice you to worship, and hey, not to follow after him. Right? Not to follow after them. Right? This festival or feast day or holiday, I like to call it a holiday, is not a holiday, but holiday go back to a holy day. Right? The Most High gave us prescribed holy days. Right? Passover, Feast of Week. Right? Feast of Tabernacles, Purim. Right? We have holy days in the scriptures that Israel refuse to follow. Right? And we who follow after the day, look at us as we mark.
Yeah.
Right? But hey, this is what the Most High said to do. Y'all are rebellious. You're rebellious and stubborn and selfish children. And Yahweh Shemel Shai is going to destroy you all for that.
That's right.
Right? And he's the creator of heaven and earth. He is the power. Jeremiah?
No. Back in Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 10. But the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is the true power.
He's the true power.
Is the living power and everlasting King.
He's the living power and the everlasting King. He was the one who gave the comfort. They created the heavens and the earth. Right? The vast expanse of space. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. That's the power. Right? Not central bullshit. That effeminate faggot. Either Mike. Go ahead.
Right?
That was it.
Nah, come on. He said, is the living power and an everlasting King. At his wrath, the earth shall tremble.
At his wrath, the earth shall tremble. I'm seeing it.
Right.
Indonesia.
Yeah.
Tsunami.
Yeah.
I think it was over 200 died.
Yeah.
I think it was like 198 and counting. Last time I checked.
They'll come to it.
Because I don't know how it was 45. 198 and counting.
This was the fourth for the year. Fourth tsunami for the year they get.
Yes, they had tsunami, they had earthquakes.
Yeah.
Right? But the Most High judging them because they have into idol worship.
Yeah.
They have the biggest Buddhist temple because they're a group of islands. They have the biggest Buddhist temple across there. Right? They have Hinduism. They have like a five-story Buddhist temple. Right? So you're breaking all manner of the Lord's laws. Right?
Hey, on the Most High, enough of evidence, Jakes.
I have a piece of in Matthew chapter 15 verse 3. But he answered and said unto them, why do ye always transgress the commandment of your power?
Yeah, you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latin, Native American, and right now you are transgressing grievously because you are taking part of this demonic pagan custom.
18 verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel and say unto them, I am Yahweh, your power. After the doings of the land of Egypt, wherein he dwelt, shall he not
walking the ordinances of Egypt, and we in spiritual Egypt. Hey, Christmas is the ordinance of Egypt. You understand? Carnival, you name it, all these shit.
Verse 2. I symbol and penis.
Yeah.
Right?
You understand?
This is Leviticus 18 and 4. Ye shall do my judgments and keep my ordinances to walk therein. I am Yahweh, your power.
Yeah, the Most High ordinances. Passover, the Feast of Unleavened Bread, the Feast of Purim, the Feast of Dedication, the Feast of Tabernacle, the Sabbaths, right? There's the Most High ordinances. The new moons, right? You see, Most High said, keep this thing unto him. There's righteousness. Right? But you are walking the tradition of men.
It says, Leviticus 18 and 26, instead of 25, and the land is defiled, therefore I do visit the iniquity thereof upon it. And the land itself vomit out her inhabitants. He shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, and shall not commit any of these abominations, neither any of your own nation, nor a stranger that sojourneth among you. For all.
Yeah, so like this land gonna vomit y'all out. Because y'all a bunch of wicked niggas out there, walking all this pagan custom, and y'all being proud. So the land gonna vomit y'all out. The Most High gonna bring hell in this island. You understand? Because this is the smoke in the Most High nose. You so-called Negroes, Latin, Native American, Indian, walking and celebrating Christmas, y'all the smoke in the Most High nose. You understand? This has nothing to do with you Israelites. Nothing. This is the heathen and your enemy custom.
It says, verse 27, for all the abominations have the men of the land done, which were before you, and the land is defiled, that the land spew you not out, also when he defiled it, as it spewed out the nations that were before you. Yeah,
this land gonna spew y'all out. Y'all gonna die grievous death. The Most High gonna crash this economy, right? Right now, you see, right now, the GDP for this country destroyed, which is the refinery. That's the gross domestic product. That's what's bringing income in, right? And the government shut it down. So when things happen, this economy gonna collapse. You understand? And the Most High gonna spew it out to through the economy collapsing, through the famine, through race war, when the foreign troops come down here and start putting you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans in FEMA camp, that's when y'all can be spewed out of the land. Most I can get rid of all this pagan, this pagan worship, this demonic holidays.
That's right. So Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 2. Thus said the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
Yeah, because when you go back into the word Saturn, you go back to the god, worship of the god Saturn. And there's a planet, right? And the heathen dismay at the signs of heaven. The heathen worship the signs of heaven, and you Israelites following them. Y'all walking in the eyes of the heathens. Right? Everywhere you go, Jerusalem outside, they're drinking, and they spray the Saturnella. And when you pass, they tell about Merry Christmas. Not even understand what the word Merry Christmas means. By the most I say, my people are foolish. And that's why you're going to be destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Y'all don't even consider your action. You got to pay for your action. They don't even consider the action. Go ahead,
This is Mark chapter 7, verse 7. Howbeit in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines and commandments of men, for the laying aside of the commandment of the Most High, he hold the traditions of men, as washing of pots and cups, and many other such like things he do.
Yeah, the tradition of men. You understand? This is the tradition of men, and you guys like they are proud in this. A lot of y'all going to cook your ham. When the Most High said don't eat swine. A lot of y'all buy out all the swine and cooking the swine, which is abominable meat. And the Most High said don't defile his temple. You understand? But what? Y'all don't want to hear the Most High. That's why y'all going to feel. That's why a lot of y'all sick and y'all can't get healed. And then y'all go to the pharmacy, and the pharmacy is your enemy, and they give y'all prescription drugs, and they killing y'all slowly with them prescription drugs. Because y'all don't want to hear.
1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of the Most High power?
Yeah.
That the Spirit of the Most High dwelleth in you?
Yeah, y'all are the temple of the Most High. Right? Your body is the temple of the Most High. And y'all defiling the Most High temple. Go ahead,
If any man defile the temple of the Most High, him shall the Most High destroy. For the temple of the Most High is holy. Which temple ye are?
Yeah, it's holy, separate from eating swine. How hard is that? But what? Most High said they are stiff-necked people. You understand? They are stiff-necked, they turn the shoulder away, they turn the ears, they don't want to hear it, but they want to eat swine. That's why the Most High said you are foolish. Who the hell in the right sense can eat pig? Y'all are a bunch of idiots.
That's right.
How the hell you can eat pig? And claiming that you're wise. And claiming that you got sense. Anybody in the right sense not gonna eat pig? A pig is a scavenger. But y'all walking out there claiming y'all wise, but y'all got your arm on the fire cooking whole night. That's why y'all can't be healed. Because y'all are disobedient children. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 65:2. I have spread out the hands all day unto a rebellious people, which walketh in a way that was not good, after their own thoughts.
Yeah, y'all walking after your own thoughts. Y'all feel, you know what? It's Christmas. Yeah, we gonna celebrate that. The Most High not done with the Christmas shit. The power of heaven and earth, the name is Yahweh, and the son name is Yahweh. They're not done with this shit. This is folly. This is folly. You understand? So y'all walking the way that's not right. Y'all walking after y'all own heart, and this wickedness. Go ahead,
This is Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 23. But this thing command I them, saying, obey my voice, and I will be your God, and ye shall be my people. And walk ye in all the ways that I have commanded you, that it may be well with you unto you. But they hearken not, nor incline their ear, but walked in the counsels and in the imagination of their evil heart, and went backward and not forward.
So the Most High say y'all are that evil because y'all walking in your own imagination. You understand? And y'all feel y'all making a righteous sacrifice to the Most High. The Most High see hate and despise your feast days. The Most High hate Christmas. The Most High hate Carnival. The Most High hate celebrating birthdays. The Most High hate all these wicked demonic holidays that y'all taking part in. Easter, Mother's Day, Father's Day. The Most High hate and despise these feast days. You're not going to find these things in the scriptures.
This is Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord.
Most I said destruction to 2,000 you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin unto sin, that walk to go down into Egypt, which is captivity, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and the trust in the shadow of Egypt. And what Pharaoh is who? Elites on the side, Illuminati, the so-called bankers, right? The so-called white man, the bankers that own this world, right? That set up that reign in this world, in this kingdom. This is the kingdom that they reign in. Right? All the philosophies are set up, they set it up to what? To make the nation of Israel go off. Right? To bring them toward the destruction. Going back to the forefather Cain and then Esau. Right? See what he said in this hand in Genesis 27. After the days of mourning for my father, Jacob. Right? The scripture says that they're going to go after what? The philosophy of Balak. Right? Balak. Yeah. He said, hey, you can't curse these people because they're blessed. Right? But what? They give them abomination in the sight of the Lord, and the Most High will deal with them. Right? So this is the enemy. This is all the plan of the enemy. Right? Coming into fruition. This is why we are destroyed. The scripture says what? It's Israel and the degenerate plan. We are the degenerate plan. Right? Go back to Isaiah 65:2. I have spread out my hands all day unto a rebellious people, which walked in a way that was not good, after their old thoughts. A people that provoked me to anger continually to my face.
Yeah, your ways, your deeds, you're provoking the Heavenly Father. And the Most High got a special destruction for this island. I all out here just walking blind. Right now they set up for war. Right now Russia building a military base right on Venezuela. Right? Iran bringing warship right with Venezuela water. Because of people World War III. What y'all think? This island gonna sink. When they message and fly
at 10.9 it will pick you up.
Turn.
You understand?
So right now you're preparing for war. So when this thing break out, Trinidad
the financial analyst saying that the ships ain't going.
Exactly.
The ships are sailing, and what ships you talking about? We're talking about the ships that bring forth goods. That bring goods to the land. Right?
And this was bring the famine. When goods ain't coming in.
It's marvelous to see. The scripture say, hey, I work in your days, though it be told to you, you will not know. Right? Roughly paraphrasing. You wouldn't see it. Right? Because what they move away, as they were talking about the GDP. Yeah. Which was what the oil company.
Yeah, right? Your domestic growth, your income.
Domestic product.
Right? Yeah, your income.
That's what we putting out. That's what we trading on the market. Guess what? Before we was focusing heavily on oil, we was focusing heavily on what? Sugarcane production. But they shut that down. They shut down what? The coconut production. Right? They shut down the cocoa production. Right? What are they gonna have heavily on imports? They're gonna be heavily dependent on imports, and guess what? If the ships are coming in, what are you gonna do? You're gonna cause famine. Right? So your people blind. Yes. Your people have no vision.
And these nations making big move. These nations holding back on the product. Right now they got tariff war right now with the two biggest economy in the world, which is America and China. And these nations, they holding back their product, and they put in heavy, high taxes on the goods. You understand? And the ships soon stop coming down this side. how you so catching that you can eat?
Yeah,
KFC gonna close down. Royal Castle gonna close down. The doubles man now get no flour and trying to make doubles. Wait, how you are gonna eat? But they don't consider. The most I said they don't consider. You understand? Where that?
This is Isaiah 65 and 2. I have spread out my hand all day unto a rebellious people, which walking in a way that was not good, after their own thoughts. A people that provoked me to anger continually to my face, that sacrifice in gardens and burn incense upon altars of bricks. Them churches, right?
Them mass churches. You understand?
It says, which remain among the graves and lodge in the monuments, which eat swine's flesh and broths of abominable things.
So
in
the
their
most I
vessels.
said swine flesh is abomination. And a lot of you prepare your pork, and the most I can let you choke on the pork and die tonight. Or the more when you're eating it. Because you are defiling the Lord temple. You understand?
Jeremiah chapter 13 verse 10. This evil people which refuse to hear my words, which walk in the imagination and walk after other gods to serve them and to worship them, shall even be.
The most I call you a bunch of degenerate. To turn you so-called Negroes and then you are born in vain. You know why y'all existed today? Y'all come back. Right? And this is love to our people. Our people don't know what's love. You understand? We getting your blood off our hands. Right?
Isaiah chapter 1 verse 2. Hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth, for the Lord hath spoken. I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me.
Yeah, the most I nourish you so-called Negroes, Latino and Native American Indians have brought y'all up, and y'all rebelling against the Most High by celebrating Christmas. That's how y'all rebelling against the Most High. Right? Going to cook pork, going to cook shrimps, going to cook lobster. That's how y'all rebelling against the Most High. Because y'all do the things that he said don't do. We get up, we finish we get here to Leviticus 7. Most I said don't eat pork. You niggas eating pork. He said don't eat no fish. Without scale of fin, y'all eating it. So y'all provoking it. That's why y'all gonna die.
17 or 7.
7. Yeah.
Leviticus 11 verse 7.
Yeah.
And the swine, though it divided the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean unto you.
So the Most I said the pig is unclean. The pig got over a dozen parasites. The pig can eat all kind of manner of poison and not gonna die. It is unclean unto you. Go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 14 verse 3. Thou shalt not eat any abominable thing. These are the beasts which ye shall eat: the ox and the sheep and the goat, the hart and the roebuck and the fallow, the deer, the wild goat and the crab, and the wild ox and the chamois. Right? Every beast that parted the hoof and cleaveth the cleft into two cords, and cheweth the cud among the beasts that he shall eat. Nevertheless, these he shall not eat of them that cheweth the cud or divided the cloven hoof, as the camel and the hare and the coonie, for they chew the cud but divide not the hoof. Therefore they are unclean unto you. And the swine, because it divided the hoof, yet cheweth not the cud, it is unclean unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, nor touch their carcasses.
Yeah, the Most I tell you plain, don't eat these things unclean. But y'all rebelling against your power, so hey, you're gonna bring the hammer down on y'all. Right? So when y'all being destroyed, the Most I put back to him y'all know why y'all being destroyed. Because y'all rebel against your creator. Right? And y'all giving homage and to Satan. And rebel against your power.
This is Amos chapter 3 verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people be not afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord has not done it?
Yeah, the Most High gonna bring evil in this city, and He gonna bring great evil in this city, because y'all are rebellious and stiff-necked. All this information out there. A lot of you know Christmas is pagan, and y'all still celebrating it. A lot of you know Christmas is pagan, and y'all still bring it in y'all house.
It says, surely the Lord God will do nothing, but He reveals His secrets unto His servants, the prophets.
Yeah. A lot of these jakes out there, they know that there's wickedness, but they're still in it. Because they don't fear the Most High. That's good. Go ahead. I read this here.
Colossians chapter 1 verse 25. Wherefore I am made a minister according to the dispensation of the Most High, which is given to me for you to fulfill the word of the Most High, even the which had been hid from ages and from generation, but now is made manifest to His saints.
Yeah, the mystery that be hid from ages, like you so-called Negroes, Latins, and Native American Indian. You're not black, you're not Trinidadian, you're the children of Israel. That's who He is. So this is the mystery that be revealed, and many other mystery. You understand? And the Most High not pleased with your behavior. He's not pleased. And He's going to bring great hell. Right? This economy about to collapse. There is no food in this place. When the docks close down because of World War III, how you so country that you can eat? A lot of you don't eat your weave. That abomination. How the hell you can be walking around with a proud weave on your head? Which is the heat in here. The Most High not pleased with y'all.
Hey, good point, because that heat in here, because they have I forget the name of the ritual that they do in India, right? Where they actually, the guys are offering.
Yeah, they give it up to the gods, yeah.
They give it up to the gods, right? Which when they do it up into their temples, they come and they sell it to the other parts of the world.
Moab is coming by it up. Moab is coming by. These schooly people, these Estindian, these poor Elamites, these Persian, they shaving off the head, the hair, and give it to the guy. And the nigga woman going to buy it. You have a coarse thing on your head.
That's right.
That's why your hair eating out. That's why you keep beating your head. That's why you're fucking retarded. That's why your hair don't grow, because the Most High cut your glory. That's why you got to go and buy hair. The Most High not pleased with this place, and the Most High get ready to destroy this place.
That's right. Isaiah chapter 3 verse 17. Therefore the Lord will smite with a scarf the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion.
That's why you black women here don't grow. The Most High take your glory away. I think 1 Corinthians 14 and verse 15. The Most High take your glory away.
1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 15. But if a woman have long hair, it is a glory to her.
So the Most High take your glory away. That's why you so-called black women, your hair don't grow. Because you're proud. That's why you cut your glory away. Go ahead now.
For her hair is given her for a covering.
So you so-called black women in the ancient time, your hair used to touch the ground. But now you don't have that because the Most High cut it. Right? Where up? You want me to read in Isaiah? Isaiah 3?
Isaiah 3 verse 16. Moreover, the Lord said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes.
Yeah, in discipline. A woman abuse a man, and a man pass and she's watching him from head to toe. Because she's a cock junkie. You women are cock junkies.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes.
In discipline.
Walking and moving as they go.
Yeah.
and making a tinkling with their feet.
Yeah.
Therefore the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion.
That's why your hair don't grow. The most I take your glory away because you're proud. The most I take away your glory. Go ahead.
And the Lord will discover their secret parts.
That's why the so-called black come and walk off naked. That's why everybody can see your breasts, everybody can see your pussy, everybody can see everything. Because the more size you discover your secret part.
In the day that the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet and their calls and their wrong tires like the moon, the chain and the bracelets and the mufflers, the bonnet and the ornaments of their
Something covered in.
Yeah, something covered.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you understand?
Of their head, you say headbands and tablets.
Yeah, so
and earrings.
So all the woman stuff.
Yeah, I go on then.
Yeah.
All the makeup and shit.
Yeah.
Right? All the things that you put on to come out here to be attractive to commit your adultery.
God.
Right? The Most High going to take it away. The scripture say what? In the day that the Lord discovered that and he take it away.
Yeah.
And the day of that day of destruction coming.
We in that day. We in the day of destruction.
Yeah, the Most High going to humble you. Going to put you back in your order, in the totem pole, which is the meat of man. Right? The scripture say a man shall be a hiding place. Right? That's what you're gonna see. You're gonna see the power of a man. All your proud women that's standing up. Hey, have these lesbian butch bitches. Right? These butch bitches are figured that there's men. The Most are gonna show you all the women. Yeah. Right? It says, and it shall come to pass. Verse 21, the ring and the nose jewels, the changeable suits of apparel, and the mantles, and the wimples, and the crispin pins, that's nice things to hold up in here, right? And the glasses, and the fine linen, and the hoods, and the veils, and it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink, and instead of a girdle, a rent, and instead of a well-set hair, baldness, and instead of a stomacher, and a girdle of the sackcloth, and a burden instead of beauty.
Never happen when the economy collapse. You understand? They're not gonna more saloon out here to go and do your hair. Right? They're not gonna more makeup selling.
You're not gonna be able to get all them maxi pads and tampon. Yeah. Scripture say you're gonna stink. Yeah. Right? The brother said Isaiah chapter 1 verse 2. Hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth, for the Lord had spoken, I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me toward our here. Right? It says, Micah chapter 7 verse 10. Then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is Yahweh thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her now. She shall be trodden down as the mire of the street.
Yeah, these women don't believe in Yahweh Hashem, You understand? These women, Satan give these women power, so you know they're holding on to the power. You understand? But what? Satan work crumbling. And these women they can't see. You know they can't see. You know? Right? You got something there? Yeah. That's why I read this here, you know? Yeah? Yeah.
This is how did Christmas come to be celebrated on December 25th. It says Roman pagans first introduced the holiday of Saturnalia, a week-long period of lawlessness, celebrated between December 17th to the 25th. During this period,
this is lewdness. Everybody out in lewdness.
It says during this period, Roman courts were closed and Roman law dictated that no one could be punished for damaging property or injuring people during the week-long celebration. The festival began when Roman authorities chose an enemy of the Roman people to represent the Lord of misrule. Each Roman community selected a victim whom they forced to indulge in food and other physical pleasures throughout the week. At the festival's conclusion, December 25th, Roman authorities believed they were destroying the forces of darkness by brutally murdering this innocent man or woman. The ancient Greek writer, poet, and historian Lucian, in his dialogue entitled Saturnalia, described the festival's observance in his time. He mentioned these customs, widespread intoxication, going from house to house while singing, naked, rape, and other sexual license, and consuming human-shaped biscuits still produced in some English and most German bakeries during the Christmas season.
And these out here, gingerbread man. Yeah. These spray in.
It says in the 4th century CE, which is Common Era, it says Christianity imported the Saturnalia festival, hoping to take the pagan masses in with it.
Exactly, this is what they do. That's why you Christians celebrated Saturnalia, because of pagan custom. And they take the masses because of numbers.
Christian leaders succeeded in converting to Christianity large numbers of pagans by promising them that they could continue to celebrate the Saturnalia as Christians. It says the problem was that there was nothing intrinsically Christian about Saturnalia. To remedy this, these Christian leaders named Saturnalias, concluding the day December 25th to be Jesus' birthday.
Yeah, so they add that. They add that and teach you that. That's why when we ask you, showing the scripture where it said that, you can't show it. Because not in scripture. You understand?
It says, Christians had little success, however, in finding the practices of Saturnalia. As Stephen Nissen Baum, professor of history at the University of Massachusetts, writes, in return for ensuring massive observance of the anniversary of the Savior's birth by assigning it to the resonant date, the Church, for its past tactically agreed to allow the holiday to be celebrated more or less the way it had been always. The earliest Christmas holidays were celebrated by drinking, sexual indulgence, singing, nakedness in the street, a precursor of modern caroling, etc.
Christmas carol.
Right? And then right, because they say awake, now it's high time to awake out of that sleep.
That's right.
Right? They don't even really watch this so-called Christmas spirit. They're not really there. Yeah, that so-called Christmas spirit not really there. Right? These people just can't wait for Carnival, which is the festival of flesh. Carni means flesh, val, festival. When they take part in the party, they take part in drinking. It's the same pagan things that they used to be doing in spirit with so-called
You know, the most I'm not going to accept them take the abomination. Right? He said, though you offer me burnt offering and your meat offering, I will not accept them. Neither will I regard the peace offering of your peace. You understand? Of your fat beasts. So the most I'm not going to regard them demonic and abominable meat they are cooking. Right? What these clubs? A whole heap of devil worshippers. And you are proud. You are not know that you are going to pay for your actions. Why think you are dying? Why think you are sick? Why think you can't get healed? Y'all ain't considering that? The most I plaguing y'all every day. And y'all can't get healed. You run to the pharmacy and the pharmacy killing y'all with them drugs. Pills don't heal nobody. Y'all are crackheads. The pill is getting numb. It's a delusion. It don't heal you. When you go up in the health center, when you go up in the hospital, it's only the so-called black man you're seeing, the so-called Negro, the so-called Latinos, and the so-called Native American Indian. Only them alone you see it. But you're not considering why this thing happening to y'all? Because y'all are rebellious. You understand? He said, take thou away from me the noise of thy song. All these Christmas carol and parami. Most I don't want to hear this shit.
That's right.
Most I hear that. I want a piece of pork for Christmas. The most I make you eat a pork and choke and dead.
That's right. That's like in the time when in the wilderness when they are swab. When they say there was only mana. You know, they want some meat. Most I get them quail until they drop dead.
Yeah. Pork is a scavenger. Right?
This is let's go back and tell you something about the medicine.
Right.
This is Sirach chapter 38, verse 4. The Lord created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them.
Yeah. Most I give you medicine, natural medicine. And the natural medicine, these scriptures, this is how you are going to get healed. Your courses and your womb are spiritual. No tablet cannot heal with the most I plague you with. You are idiot. Tablet cannot heal you. So, you want to send the Christmas tree?
You finish it? I'll go back there.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is and take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, that the day come upon you unawares.
The day gonna come and catch y'all is the same spirit. The economy
for as a snare shot.
I'm gonna get it. It's coming. It's coming. Be a World War III coming. Right? So back in Amos chapter 5 verse 23, take thou away from me the noise of thy song, for I will not hear the melody of thy vows. So the most I not gonna hear the shit that you are playing. The most I only listen to this song, which is his word. This is song the most I listen to, his word. Right? This is the most I listen to.
Yeah. First class, no? So Jeremiah chapter 10.
This is the origin of the Christmas custom, right? The origin of the Christmas tree. He said, just as early Christians, he said, recruit Roman pagan by a Christmas with a Saturnalia, so to worship of the he said it's Asherat, but he's saying Asheria, which go back to the god of Ashtarat, right? He said cult and the offshoot who are recruited by the church, sanctioning Christmas tree. He said pagan had long worshipped tree in the forest or brought them into their house and decorate them, and this observance was adopted and painted with a Christian veneer by the churches.
Asherat or Asheria was also Semiramis.
Yeah, kind of.
The wife of
the man's wife. That demon.
So of course, the different pagans share different names. Right? But it's the same deity, same devil. Right? And it's the same wicked idol worship. Right? She is an abomination. Christmas is an abomination. Because Christmas tree is an abomination. When you bow down, when you look at Yeah, when they bow down and they say homage or homage. Right? Or reverence to who? To Nimrod's penis. You understand? So that's a wicked thing you're doing there.
Yeah, and these people, you see, most I said the same thing. They hear that Christmas is a pagan, but they don't care. They don't care. Because a bunch of degenerates. Look at this one. Alright, yeah. Read the one. Go back to the Jeremiah.
Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 3. For the customs of the people are big, and one cutting a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers.
So we just read the article, the origin of the Christmas tree, and they tell that these pagans worship the Christmas tree. And you dummies go to the store and buy a Christmas tree and put it in your house and bow down to that Christmas tree. How foolish y'all could be. How dumb y'all could be. And y'all claim about y'all been to school, y'all got education, and not know that Christmas trees are idle.
Ignorant people because when they buy the gift, when they do the gift on the tree,
Yeah.
going on the tree, they look at it as nothing now.
But they claiming the wise and bow down that Christmas tree, which is a pagan idol. Hey, y'all by Hashem, y'all wish I got great judgment for Trinidad and Tobago.
Every year they do it, I want to come to them and asking themselves why?
That is paganism. That is idol worship. And the Most High not pleased. Bring it up in spirit. You walk around here proud, like you know something. Y'all a bunch of fools. What Christmas and Christmas you got to do with the Most High? What they got to do with the Most High?
Mark 7, chapter, that's another verse 7. That's another 6. He answered and said unto them, well, had Elias spoken of you hypocrites. As it is written, the people honored me with their lips, but with their hearts is far from me. Howbeit in vain do they worship me, teaching for the commandments of men. For laying aside the commandment of the Most High, he hold the traditions of men, and he hold the traditions of men.
Tradition of men. Most High never tell you no way. No way to celebrate his birthday. He never did celebrate his birthday anyhow.
You want to know? This Colossians chapter 2, verse 8. He said, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
Right, nice for the right man. That's why they say, beware this any man spoil the truth.
Listen loud.
They say, beware this any man spoil you. No, celebrating these holidays, it's spoiling you. You know what I mean? You wanted to buy all these salary. At the end of the day, when you spend all this money, people taking loan and
When they're having more debt.
That's why when January come up, ports and these places come and take back all the things and embarrass you.
Thessalonians chapter 3 verse 6. Now we command you, brethren, in the name of our Lord Yahushua Amashiach, that ye withdraw yourselves from every brother that walketh disorderly.
And walking disorderly, following these stop walking this already. Right? And the people don't really give a damn. They've bumped out as well in Babylon, and they just all they do is they come out here and drink all night, then jump. And it's the same sentiment that's going on. It's the same spirit. And let's come out here with a buck out and drink water and magic. You know what I mean? It's the same spirit of ancient
It says, walking is only not after the traditions we have received
not
of
after,
us.
Not after the tradition, because guess what? Right? Guess what? In slavery we lost all of those ordinances and the most I get the German. Why we walk in this colony is because through slavery it was beaten out of our people, right?
Jeremiah chapter 17 verse 4. And now, he said, even thyself shall discontinue from thy heritage.
Discontinue from heritage. That's why people walk in this colony. The most I cause is to discontinue from heritage.
He said, and thou even thyself shall discontinue from thy heritage that I give thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For he hath kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever.
That's why the most I put on this side of the earth to serve your enemy and to keep on these pagan holidays, which has nothing to do with the most high. But yet still making these songs. But you see, these songs is just, as I was saying the other day, that these songs, they put in place to work on your emotion, to work on the emotion. So the people emotional as well.
This is Hebrews. Say what the Colossians are.
Yeah,
back in Colossians chapter 2 verse 8, he said, beware lest any man spoil you with philosophy.
Salakia, now look down and watch something. Red. Red goes back to what? Because colors have meaning. Red means blood.
Yeah.
The Most High about to shed plenty bloodshed about to happen on this land. Right? Yeah. Salakia, before I came, my wife walked up to me and she told me she had a dream. She had a dream that I was going out to war, and I didn't want to go to war, right? And she was begging me to stay. And I turned and I tell her, I said, I have to go, right? And she said she came looking like at a time and nobody came back, and she came looking for me and she saw me. But before she saw me, it was just fields and plenty, just dead bodies. Dead bodies. Yes, dead bodies. The Lord about to bring judgment on this place.
I always remember what Raib, deceased Raib always tell. He say, you're not dreaming, me walking through a room. And nothing was happening to us, and everybody just say, everybody that's up and down.
Psalms. Only with thine eyes thou shalt see the reward of the wicked. 10,000 on thy side.
And you can't.
1,000 on thy side, 10,000 on thy right hand.
That's something?
This is Psalms chapter 91, and I'll start at verse 5. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that fly by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday.
And how you're going to overcome these things by having faith in your Ashina and his wisdom, right? Because the destruction that come on this place, a lot of people ain't going to make it. It's a nuclear destruction. Yeah, they're going to take the chip. They're going to take the chip because a lot of people don't like the chip. They can't take the for a few hours, for less per day.
Psalms 23 and 4. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me.
The rod and the staff is what? It's scriptures. It goes back to the scriptures. You know what I mean? Thy rod and thy staff is right. Thy rod and thy staff come like a defensive weapon. This is our weapon against this world here. The scriptures.
What staff is this? Staff is something that's properly up.
That's the whole here. Support.
This is verse 5. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies.
Right? You prepare a table. That is what the word. Right? Which is the wisdom. This wisdom.
We out here at the table.
Way, right?
We here at the table right now.
Out at the table, right here is the table. Read on.
It says, thou preparest a table in the presence of my enemies. Right. Thou anointest my head with oil.
The problem with people that don't know that have enemies on the earth, walking physically on the earth. People that don't like you. These people will these same people will sit down and lie with you and hire celebrating these false holidays.
Yeah, let's speak up a lot harder.
My voice is ready.
Or come forward or something because it's noisy and yeah. Listen. Thou anointest my head with oil and my cup runneth over. This is Matthew chapter, that oil go back to what the wisdom. Right, because Isaiah 33 and 6 say what? Wisdom and knowledge shall be the same ability at thy time and the strength of thy salvation. So that's that rod and that staff.
Oil is a metaphor for wisdom.
Okay. This is Matthew 25 verse 1. Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins.
Right, that's the men of the Most High, right?
It says, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom.
Right.
5 of them were wise and 5 of them were foolish.
Right, 5 of them had oil and 5 of them didn't have any. Read on.
It says, so like this one.
Yeah, the lamp go ask about this knowledge.
Right.
So the oil go back to the wisdom and understanding. Without the oil, a lamp can't keep burning.
That's what all the men of the Most High coming out here every
Revelation 14 and 4. Right, I'll read over Matthew chapter.
Which is the lamp oil that have coming out here every week. Prophesying, right? Read on.
Revelation, sorry, I'm going to read it over and then I will bring in a precept.
Yeah,
Matthew 25, verse 1. Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto the 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom, and 5 of them were wise and 5 were foolish.
Right.
Revelation chapter 14 and verse 4. These are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men.
Right, that virgin goes back, and they talk about a literal virgin. They talk about men who were not drowned in the philosophies of this world, right? Who never take part in different doctrines. Right? Christmas is one, Easter is the next one, right? New Year is the other one. The men who never really push that philosophy, right? Read on.
That's it.
Is it?
Yeah, come. Hebrews 10:35. So like let's hold up on that. This is going back to Matthew 25, verse 3. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight there was a cry made, behold.
No, the cry making now at midnight.
Right.
The men in law crying right now. You understand? These are the camp they fucking around.
That's right.
Think it's a joke. You understand? The cry making right now.
Right, GMS, the men of GMS is the men who toilet in the street. Come out here, season out, right? Continually pushing the shoot. Pushing the shoot so, you know what I mean, it will go through to the 4 quarters of the earth, right? Yeah, go ahead.
Most I just set a mark on them that sigh and cry.
That sign and cry. Who's the man that sign and cry for this place?
Can you ever see cry day and night, daily? I tell you that.
This says St. John chapter 3 verse 34. Outside of verse 33, it says, he that received his testimony had set to his seal that the Most High is true. It says verse 34, for him whom the Most High hath sent speaketh the words of the Most High, for the Most High giveth not the Spirit by measure unto him.
That's speaking the words of this book here, the scriptures, right?
Right, because you're talking about the man at GMS and the only man at toilet.
They can't, man, that laboring.
Can't.
They had a camp like DTA, Manafela.
Can't.
They got some beautiful brothers from the Israelite branch of Baltimore. Them young brothers, them brothers is be on fire. But they're not the GMS, but what? They're the spirit.
They're the spirit of GMS, which is the spirit of diligence.
Yeah.
So it says what? It says, for he, John 3:34, for he whom the Most High hath sent speaketh the words of the Most High, for the Most High giveth not the Spirit by measure unto him.
He didn't give it by measure.
What shall I say? He that believeth on me, as the scripture says, out of his belly shall run rivers of living water.
Right? That's why men keep coming out here. The oil keep burning, keep the fire burning.
They need oil. They need oil to keep the fire burning.
Right? They need oil. So that's why we need to keep in this scripture.
It says John.
Keep doing videos. We need to keep, you know what I mean? The more we do videos, as the elders would say, what you just said, is the repetition, I forget how you just said that. But basically what you say is like keep practicing that.
Right.
John 7:38, he that believeth on me, as the scripture had said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water.
Once you keep in this word, rivers of living water, the water is what the word.
If you keep working in the vineyard, you can see the increase. These are the camp like IUIC, them don't be out in the vineyard working.
They don't be out in the vineyard talking about the raw production.
But what I say, they don't turn in the vineyard. These IUIC zombies, them don't do videos.
Yeah, they don't do videos on
They're not speaking prophecy.
They just come out and, you know what I mean? They stand up on the streets and give out flyers.
When they say in Trinidad they were in the job, they're pulling fucking stones.
They just come out and the law, but yo,
Pulling stones.
the law ain't gonna save you. The 4:16.
Hear this precept. This is Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 13. O Yahweh, the hope of Israel, all that forsake thee shall be ashamed, and they that depart from me shall be written in the earth.
Right, departing from the men and the Lord who bring out the word of the shit.
Because they
Every time they depart from this word, they depart from the Most High. Read on.
Because they have forsaken the Lord, the fountain of living waters.
They turn away from this. They detest the word. They look down on the Lord's men. And they say they scorn and the mock the Lord's men, the messenger. Because to us, people don't look at us as messengers of the Most High. They say, I'm not come and hear what message they're really talking about.
When they set up Pastor Paul, they will hear this bubbling that said to me. Yeah, they still were saying, let me hear these bombs that GMS got set to me.
It says, verse 15, Jeremiah 17, 14. Heal me, O Yahweh, and I will be healed. Give me, and I shall be saved. So heal me, and I shall be healed. That's Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 15. Behold, they say unto me, where is the word of Yahweh? Let it come now. As for me, I have not hastened from being a pastor to follow thee, neither have I desired the woeful day. Thou knowest that which came out of my lips was right before thee. Be not a terror unto me, for thou art my hope in the day of evil. Let them be confounded that persecute me, and let not me be confounded.
Yeah, in that day when men supposed to have faith, when they start to share, when that destruction come on, you know what I mean? The men are going to be safe. And guess what? The game here is going to be confounded. That's a touch quick on one. So the camp, they teach the law, when they say it.
Well, that's right, so that's true life.
You must have faith in this thing, your boy.
It says, let them be dismayed, but let me not be dismayed. Bring upon them the day of evil and destroy them with a double destruction.
Bring upon them destruction, and then that day the men don't know, hey, guess what, you're going to laugh. Because guess what, the people, the squad, they had your day laughing at us. They had your day mocking the Lord's men. So guess what? You don't go bring destruction. You go bring death on this place. Because you all had your day fooling around. Running around. Following the things of this world. And I have no time for the Most High or unbalance. Every day for Jake is a fucking rubbish.
Proverbs 1:26. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh.
Right. Most I say, you will laugh at your calamity when the destruction cometh. Right? When the fear cometh. You want to legalization? Just touching quick on having faith in this truth, because yo, that is why Yahweh Shai was, that is where he came from. These men, all these men, wear fringes. As a CEO, wear fringes.
We understand that.
We understand. Hey, God. Where's your understanding? Wear fringes. You know it's about wear fringes. Hey, yo, where your understanding, man? Anybody who say the perfect in the law is a liar. Yeah. Galatians 4 and 16.
There's Galatians of the 4 verse 16.
4 and 16.
Well,
No, are you on it? I think it's 2 and 16. Try 2 and 16.
Galatians chapter 2 verse 16. Knowing that a man is not justified by the works of the law.
Right, not justified by the works. Because you can't keep the law 100% in this place here in captivity. And we know we're in captivity, they can't do it. There's no way to do it. Anyone who say they can keep the law perfect in this place, no, he's a liar. And that goes to plenty of these men in this IUIC camp too. No, they're not understanding, man. This man actually tell me, we're fringes. Because when I get some now, I'm in the middle of town. I'm to you, right? I like, what are you talking about, right? Yeah, but back to the factory matter.
Yeah, never touch on this. That Apostle Paul deal with these same men.
Yeah, you can't.
Right? This Acts chapter 17 verse 16. He said, now while Paul awaited for them at Athens, his spirit was stored up in him when he saw the city wholly given to idolatry. All over again.
All over, same thing.
Given to idolatry.
No, but these people, they go see that because they don't believe in the scripture. Two, they don't understand the scripture, and three, they don't understand prophecies and how life is run, how spirits is.
Most I said have no wisdom. But they only got wisdom to do evil. But they do good, have no knowledge. And knowledge means what? To know. You understand? Knowledge means to know. So they don't know nothing.
Real science?
Yeah, they don't know nothing.
That's what the real science is?
Right?
So you ignorant to what's going on the earth. Like, it is JK. It's a police separation, like, no, Most side parallel squeeze on him. What the goal is? Hey, the most side jack you up and take the wife, make the wife turn against him and take on his children. Sell it. They're not good for you. Most side do that. Alright?
This is Isaiah chapter 1, verse 14. Your new moons, appointed feasts, my soul hated.
Yeah, most side you don't have no pleasure in your holidays that you most side dealing with it. Like day after day, all they do the same thing. Some bullshit around. I'm going to celebrate.
They are trouble unto me. I am weary to bear them. And Isaiah chapter 1 verse 14. Your new moons and your appointed feasts, my soul hated.
Yeah, your Friday Sabbath and your Saturday Sabbath. The Friday to Saturday. Your birthday is come around the same day every year. So we talk about every Friday, every Saturday. Everybody most I put that in there. Everybody most I put that in men. Men mind to write that inside it. Read that one more time, man.
This is Isaiah chapter 1 verse 14. Your new moons and your appointed feasts.
The new moons and your appointed feasts.
My soul hated.
Yeah, we most I hate it. Your Friday, Saturday. Most I dealing with that, yo.
Appointed feast.
And then you're proud with it.
Hey, Christmas is our appointed feast too.
Christmas appointed feast. The winship, most I do something real bad. Send some death spirit, death angels on all you. Because that's all you need. You all need these people out here, all they need to see things going on. Make all you wonder if it's really about God. Most I need to send some death angels on all life. As all them getting out and worse and worse. Now let's run to the man, Lord, to find out what's going on.
There's Isaiah chapter 1 verse 16. Wash you, make you clean, put away the evil of your doings from before my eyes. Cease to do evil, learn to do good, learn to do well. It says, cease to do evil, learn to do well, seek judgment, relieve the oppressed.
Seek judgment. What the correct judgment that he want on the most high. Learn what the most high want and what he don't want. On the most high, I'm not telling you to celebrate your birthday, or to celebrate his birthday, to celebrate his son's birthday. Most high dealing with that shit, yo.
Learn to do well, seek judgment, relieve the oppressed, judge the fatherless, plead for the widow. Come now, let us reason together, say the Lord. Though your sins be as scarlet, they shall be as white as snow. Though they be...
Hey, the most high make your transgression unseen. You know what I mean? Most high go clean out your love, but you don't want that. You don't want to dabble in these unholy days every day of their life. Hey, guess what? When you celebrate the most high days, right? It have more days celebrated, more celebrations in the most high days than these public so-called holidays.
For every new moon.
When they really check it out,
Then the high holy days.
when they really check it out, we have more celebrations than out in the world.
Profitable.
Yeah, it's profitable.
Righteousness.
Kind.
It says, come now, let us reason together, say the Lord. Though your sins be as scarlet, they shall be as white as snow. Though they be like red like crimson, they shall be as wool. If ye be willing and obedient.
Yo, and the most I will give you understanding too. From the time you get cleansed with the word. Yo, eventually you will get understanding. The most I will get understanding.
If he be willing and obedient, he shall eat the good of the land. But if he refuse and rebel, he shall be devoured with the sword, for the mouth of the Lord hath spoken it.
I'm about to keep getting killed in the street.
Before when he sold, who he sold? Esau. Esau the soul. Why he poisoned your water, he poisoned the air. Right? He gave pharmaceutical pills with the third leading killer in the world. Right? He poisoned the mind of your woman. She's a demon, she's a top class demon. You understand? Right?
No, that's one of men destruction that men just fall down with them.
He had tradition. Guy and the Satanel spirit. Yeah, the most I said he sold against you.
Which is Esau and the nigger woman, and the black woman, and your woman.
This is Isaiah chapter 5 verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
Yeah, right now they're in the spirit of that Christmas and the Lord was born. The Lord birthday coming in the morning. Nice evil, yo. What's that, man? Come with you, boy. I want to do some research, do some looking up. See what who really was. Because nobody was born in a manger in the middle of winter, out in a stable.
Yeah.
You had to be a dumbass, yo.
In winter, he outside.
In the winter, he outside. In a stable. Yo, you had to be the dumbest. Like Negroes real dumb as hell, man. Y'all never do no research on this, man. Just follow just like that.
Yeah, Isaiah 6 and 9. Most I make your heart is real fat.
Isaiah 6 and 9.
Lazy.
And he said, go and tell these people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, see indeed, but perceive not.
Yeah, I come like the fella on my post. He talking about Roman what?
I don't remember foolishness.
Like, I didn't want to say, it's only as I see Machi and I come up and think.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 5 verse 20. Woe to them that, still like here, 6 and 9.
Bring it down.
No, I read that before. Isaiah 6 and 9. Yeah. And he said, go and tell these people, hear ye indeed, but understand not.
Yeah, they hear it. They hear it. Great dignity, the 9.
See ye indeed, but perceive not.
Yeah,
make the heart of this people fat.
Yeah, your heart is your mind, right? Which is love, go back to your mind. Make them lazy. They're not going to even research it. You tell them they're not going to even go look it up for themselves. Go ahead.
It says, and make their ears heavy and shut their eyes.
Yeah, they don't want to hear it. They're spiritually deaf and they're spiritually blind. They can't see these things that you're telling them. You understand? Most I can do it to y'all. Well,
they're in the spirit of the world.
Right.
You're not in the spirit of the scriptures. It says, lest they see with their eyes and hear with their ears and understand with their heart and convert and be healed.
Yeah, repent. Convert me to turn back and repent. And they're going to be healed. Most I don't want to be healed. They got to pay for the wickedness that they do. These are the same niggas that kill the prophets. Oh, Jerusalem, those that kill the prophets. Right. Come back here for your judgment.
This is 2 Timothy chapter 4, starting at verse 2. Preach the word, be instant in season and out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine.
You have to reprove the people.
We doing judgment.
It says, for the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears.
They love to follow Pastor Porkchop. They believe in Pastor Porkchop. You don't do no wrong.
Pastor don't give them no understanding. I don't know how.
Yeah, Pastor understanding. Yeah, Christmas is Jesus' birthday. You could tell them Pastor wrong.
And they shall turn away their ears from the truth.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And shall be turned unto fables.
Yeah, lies.
But watch thou in all things, and they shall turn away the ears from the truth, and shall be turned unto fables. Satan Claus. And watch now in all things, endure afflictions, do the work of an evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry.
This is the book of Ephesians chapter 15 and verse 6. It says, let no man deceive you with vain words. Because of these cometh the wrath of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai upon the children of disobedience.
You're not coming from tutor you so-called Negroes, Latin, Native American Indians. You understand? Because y'all beguiled. Y'all get beguiled by the serpent. The serpent beguiled y'all. So y'all being deceived. You understand? And wrath will come upon y'all because y'all are disobedient. Y'all love the wages of unrighteousness. Right? This is what y'all love. Right? No change you have to y'all.
Verse 7. Be not ye therefore with them.
Old man pumping to pack like a ass.
Take some Viagra right now. Yeah, go ahead.
It says, be not ye but therefore partakers with them, for ye were sometimes darkness, but now are ye light in the Lord.
It was in darkness once.
Sometimes I don't blame them when I sometimes to they may try to get rid of that Christmas person, but they don't know how to do it.
The way you gotta seek counsel. They have no excuse. I wish I said I have no excuse. I wish I said if I didn't come and speak to them, that's no excuse. But now they have no clue for the sin. Ask anybody out there what the Hebrew is like. They say, yeah, we know what the Hebrew is like.
Hey, when we went upon Carnage, Shadow was by the book.
I say, Hebrew is
Fisherman, say.
Yeah, Hebrew is like. I know them, man. Man, the scripture.
Say
what?
Say how you know? How you know? You say, oh, let's spirit boy, let's spirit boy.
They know.
And people that are wicked as they know the truth, you know. And now we just want to see, they just want to do what we want
to do their own way.
Yeah. Finish that? Maybe this one, you finish it?
I want when you finish.
They do have a contract, they have no excuse, they know who the Israelites. They know who the Israelites are, and they know who we say the Israelites is. But they just want to be fucking wicked, now, boy.
1 Samuel chapter 15 verse 23.
Yeah.
For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry.
Year after year, all they like some automaton. And they keep doing the same thing over and over.
Because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord, he had also rejected thee from being the king.
So now you in your mind believing that the most I know my heart. The most I know you. They celebrate Christmas, celebrate all these days.
They say they are wicked.
Jeremiah chapter 17 verse 9. The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who may know it? Who can know it?
Most I know you. You know they're wicked as hell.
Yeah. A bunch of niggas. Get
In Romans chapter 10 and verse 18. But I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily, their song went into all the earth, and their words unto the ends of the world.
Yeah, internet, heavy push up.
How the word go out to the end of the world? So the internet now?
Yeah, they hear.
Some 19.
These people hear.
They hear, they know. The people that pass and vehicle about it. They like that, yeah, they know.
They hear,
They know.
I want it for you.
So they have no, I said they have no hope for the sin. Or they hear any words of the most high, they hear any truth. And yet still they would not go there.
Proverbs 20, you finish that? Yeah. Proverbs 28:26, he that trusted in his own heart is a fool. But whoso walketh wisely, he shall be delivered.
Right.
So the most I think that trusting in your own heart is a fool.
Yeah, delivered from what? Delivered from these ICDM.
Yeah.
Yo, it's just they follow the most high. Or they receive them ICDM. And come back in all the right mind.
Yeah. Ephesians chapter 4 and 17.
Yeah.
This I say therefore, and testify in the Lord, that ye henceforth walk not as other Gentiles walk, in the vanity of their minds.
Vanity of your mind, because you think in your mind, hey, look, I do not think. You don't get that?
It says, Ephesians chapter 4, verse 17.
Yeah.
This I said, therefore, and testify in the Lord, that ye henceforth walk not as other Gentiles walk, in the vanity of their minds.
The Greek speaking truth.
Huh.
In our case, over this side of the earth.
English speaking.
English speaking.
Or wherever we scattered. Wherever we scattered.
Huh. Right?
It says, having the understanding darkened, being alienated from the life of the Most High through the ignorance that is in them, because of the blindness of their heart.
The willingly ignorant, the willingly ignorant, wicked as hell. It's just that wicked as hell. The love to feed the flesh. They just want to. You don't want to follow them outside. Never the Most High say they follow me with the word, but not the deed.
This is verse 18 again. Having the understanding darkened, being alienated from the life of the Most High through the ignorance that is in them, because of the blindness of their heart, who being past feeling have given themselves over to lasciviousness, to work all uncleanness with greediness. But ye have not so learned Mashiach. If so, be that ye have heard him and have been taught by him, as the truth is in Yahushai, that ye put off concerning the former conversation the old man, which is corrupt according to deceitful lust.
Yeah, that old conversation is what?
Christmas.
Season greeting.
Yeah.
Every fucking nigga come along with season greeting.
What season about your greeting?
What greeting the hell? What fuck Mary? What Mary about this? About fucking hell? What Mary about this place? What Mary about here? Oppression. Day after day after day, I want slave. We slaving. Scripture say, hey, we saving and we earn wages to put in bags with holes. Hey, literally our old favor what? Spilling up in mud.
And then the 20% more debt again. Like when and spend that money, which not supposed to. You don't need to be spending. If every poor person that celebrating these holidays take all that money and do something with it, like build some or fix the roads or something like that. You know what I mean? Let's put aside that money. You know what money there is? Well, let me say you take that money and you get to the poor. Or you do something positive with the money now. Instead of giving back to the enemy the money, or you build something that let me get together and pour. You know what money that is that?
Let us spend it out.
All this money is spent on all these toys and all.
Let us spend it out.
Isaiah chapter 55 verse 2.
Yeah.
Wherefore do you spend money for that which is not bread, and your labor for that which satisfied not? Hearken diligently unto me, and eat ye that which is good, and let your soul delight itself in fatness.
Roman plagiarism.
Yeah.
By it's just finished. Gone. I mean, man, say yeah. I jump out and tap your senior cup. You know what I mean? Yeah, he does.
This is John chapter 15, verse 20. Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. If I had not come and spoken unto them.
Always say God is love. I mean, they're looking for that nice doctrine.
Yeah, God is love here, but you are so terrible.
Yeah. Have a balance.
Exodus
Balance going.
15 verse 2.
It's only love. Yo, I tell this Negro, say, boy, you can't love everything.
That too?
Got it.
22.
Got it.
You can't love everything. You can't just go about loving everything.
Them is hypocrite. Them who say they love everything, love, them is a bunch of hypocrites. Because they got things that they hate. Them is a bunch of hypocrites.
She's talking about my religion is love. You don't love nothing. I love everything.
There's hypocrites that they love everything.
Yeah, hypocrisy.
They love everything. There's a bunch of hypocrites. Why don't you eat your own dung? If you love everything, go eat your own dung.
Love. Love is my religion. That real nonsense, buddy.
If you love, take your man off the street who homeless and bring him by you, give you a bed to sleep on.
Yeah, but them either might do that and the fucking man rape away. I think Jake do that too. I think Jake, the so-called Jake in the truth, do that and the homeless rape she daughter. I've been watching that video with that, the homeless rape she daughter. And these people have no understanding for the script. They say when thou do is good, do it. No, thou do is good on too. Do good unto the godly man. Right, but these people fucking gone. They have no the scripture said Israel do not consider. They have no conceptualization of what is truth. This is St. John chapter 14.
Scriptures call them a broken system.
Yeah, can't. They're leaking that oil.
Yeah.
They leak that oil. Them know how oil.
They hold on dollars as long as they live. You live in 80 years and you got no knowledge.
You got nothing to teach the woman. I think the woman just lead them.
This is
They don't take lead, they don't teach the woman. Now the woman that follow the woman around.
These women don't want to be taught too. These hoes don't want to be taught.
They don't want to be taught nothing.
These hoes think they know something.
This is St. John chapter 14 verse 17. Even the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive, because they see it him not. Right? Because this is the Spirit of truth out here. The scripture said that the Comforter wouldn't testify of himself, but will testify of the Father. Right? We testify of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Harakah Kodash. Right? The creator of heaven and earth. That's the true power we read it earlier on in Jeremiah chapter 10 going down. Right? This is who we testify of. And he said that he will testify of the end in the beginning. And we read it out of the book. The records that showing. They say this book plagiarized. Where plagiarized from? In the Egyptian book of the dead, they have no fucking prophecy. In the Quran, there's no prophecy. In the Talmud, there's no prophecy. Right? In the Bhagavad Gita, there's no prophecy. Where the fucking plagiarized from? They don't have any conceptualization of what is truth. If there's truth, show me. If there's a lie, show me what's the truth.
I'm going to ask about proof what you say.
God, the scripture says produce your cause. You can see it. Look to the left, right, up, down. Israel gone. Israel gone.
They speak from the ass.
It says, John 14 and 17, even the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive, because they see it him not, neither knoweth him, but ye know him, for he dwelleth with you and shall be in you. This is Exodus chapter 15. Exodus chapter 15 verse 3. Yahweh is a man of war.
That's right.
And Yahweh is his name. Right? The Most High, he's a man of war. Right? He's a jealous power. He loved Jacob. He hate Esau. Look at how much emotions there. Right? How he can be only love. That would make you more, you more omnipotent than the Most High, if that's the way to say it. And that's false. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, he is in all and he is all. There's a false balance. Right?
Omnipotent power to love.
No, Hebrew Israelites.
Okay, that's hypocrite. They love everything.
Omnipotent power to love.
Them who talk about love everything, they don't love everything. Them is a bunch of hypocrites. Them do not love everything. Them do not love everything.
Even on this day, there's so much the so-called claim is that they are love, right? After they're done,
Yeah, man.
You're going back to nigga.
Yeah, I'm going back to the girls.
You're going back Shalom, yeah. How about Shim, yeah, Shai, ba Shim, and Rakat, for that Rakata. For the Baram.
Shalom,
Hey,
shalom. Let man rape the daughter now. The love talk. Let man take the daughter by force now.
Yeah, and the scripture said the love of many go and wax cold. I'm a fuck okay. Matthew 24. It says Matthew chapter 24, verse 8. All these things, all these are the beginning of sorrows. They shall deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another.
Yo, guess what? Guess what? In days of tribulation, the whole family gonna give you up. Gonna give you up to the government.
Can't. And the false prophet shall rise and shall deceive many, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many is cold.
And we see that going on right now.
Right? All this love, all this thing, all this togetherness. When they had the flood, everybody come together and each one help one, and all that bullshit.
They had no food.
Yeah, you see it when they had no food. One famine take 1 point for the past what? 2, 3, 4. Motherfucker, I was watching the History Channel. The spray is so beautiful, eh? I come home exhausted yesterday. Yeah. Exhausted, drained. And I lie down on the bed and the History Channel, the Parliament channel was on. And I was going back to Dr. Eric Williams in 1970. 1970, since then, they said we have 1.2 million. That's a fucking lie. In 2018, we still have 1.2 million. When you check the infant mortality rate, when you check man, these fuckers and them just lie. They don't want the people to know how much people.
Nobody procreated.
Yeah.
144. Nobody procreated.
Can't. Jake fucking every day. You're going in the maternity ward, you're bound to see somebody there now.
Jake is increased when there be no press.
Exactly. But at the form of the release, they get what? They see comfort in canal. Yeah. Say drink, get drunk and go and fuck. Yeah. You understand?
Who come that number?
Yeah, that the number either might in the country or the Syrians in the country. I know the number Jake.
Okay.
Right? Because I tell you when the census come around, I just lie. If I even answer them. I just lie. I say, well, I had 20 something people in here. We just fucking, you have a rat nest inside here. You understand?
Yeah. You gotta see the back of this. It's John 15 and John 15:21. He said, if I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not have sinned. They had not had sinned, but now they have no cloak for their sin.
Yeah, they have no covering because they're not singing. The scripture said the Lord wink at the ignorance. But hey, give me Hebrews 1:1, Babakosha. He wink at the ignorance, but that time passed. And then they go back to Isaiah, Ecclesiastes chapter 3. They say there's a time and a season for everything under the sun. Right? Hebrews 1:1.
Hebrews chapter 1 verse 1. Yahweh, who at sundry times and in diverse manners, spake in time past unto the fathers by the prophets.
Right, he speak by who? By the servants, the prophets. Go ahead and finish it off.
And in these last days spoken unto us by his Son, whom he hath appointed heir of all things, by whom also he made the worlds.
So we're not out here speaking of our own self. We're speaking through his Son. That's why we come Isaiah 8:20, Psalms 40 and 7 says what? Lo, he come in the volume of the book, it is written of him. Right? We're not speaking our own vain talk and the imagination of our own minds. We speak the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. This church that we're in here right now, because he said when 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, I'm in the midst. We in the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, who is the true creator of heaven and earth.
That's right.
Right? If you do a little study, you will see that this Father has a name and his Son's name. Right? Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Right? We testify of them. We are his witnesses. Right? We are the witnesses. We are the heralds. We heralding him or them because they're about to make their return to bring judgment on the land. Right? Give me Revelation chapter 22. You know what I want? verse 12.
The Revelation chapter 22 verse 12. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his works shall be.
Right? And if you get Galatians chapter 6 in the meantime, yeah, give every man according to his work. Right? So the true prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushai here making their bodies a living sacrifice, that's speaking the truth. Right? Because it can be out here doing the sacrifice, but not speaking the truth. Right? The scripture says with a clean heart, with clean hands and a pure heart. Go ahead.
It's Galatians chapter 6 verse 7. Be not deceived, Yahweh is not mocked.
The Most High not mocked. Go ahead.
For whatsoever a
So
man
all these four Israelite camps that out here showing prosperity, like IUIC, right? Like GOCC, not GOCC, sorry, Kofi Church, right? They're looking after prosperity, that's setting up a kingdom within the white man kingdom, within the devil's kingdom, within the adversary kingdom. What the scripture says?
It says, be not deceived, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
That shall he reap. So we who sowing spiritual treasures, they're going to go to what our stability in the times that come in is also going to go into our redemption, salvation, and our prosperity in the kingdom to come. Right? Give me Psalm chapter 15.
Yes, but it said how the hell you could build a kingdom in a fallen empire? Y'all are a bunch of reprobates. This is a fallen empire. Y'all wish I see Satan's lightning fall from heaven. And look what's going on around the globe. Look what's going on in Europe with the yellow vest. Look what's going on with Donald Trump, the Republicans and the Democrats. Look what's going on with the EU and Brexit. Look what's going on with the Eastern Kingdom. How the hell you could build an empire in a fallen empire?
How much,
a bunch of idiots.
How much more signs you need? Look what's going on in Indonesia.
Yeah.
The different natural disasters. Look what's going on in Venezuela. The people fleeing oppression. Honduras. Mexico.
Or in the uproar. Or in the uproar.
The scripture says you will build and I will destroy. Build. The scripture talk about building your house on the rock. Right? And those who build in their house on the sand, why build when the Most High going to destroy? Go ahead, Psalm 15, start at 1.
Psalm chapter 50 verse 1. Lord, who shall abide in thy tabernacle? Who shall dwell in thy holy hill?
Because that's what it's about, to abide in the tabernacle of the Most High. Because we are the temples of the Most High. Once you abide in the tabernacle and you are predestined to be saved, you're going to be saved. Go ahead.
It says, he that walketh uprightly and worketh righteousness, and speaketh the truth in his heart. He that backbiteth not with his tongue, nor doeth evil to his neighbor, nor taketh up a reproach against his neighbor, in whose eyes a vile person is contemned, but he honoureth them that fear the Lord. He that sweareth to his word and changeth not. He that putteth not out his money to usury, nor taketh reward against the innocent. He that doeth these things shall never be moved.
Right. Psalm 24, and you can read verse 4. Right? This is what the Most High desire. This is what you should desire, to be in this spirit. Right? Go ahead.
Psalm chapter 24 verse 4. He that hath clean hands and a pure heart.
Verse 3.
Psalm chapter 24 verse 2. For he that founded it.
Verse 3. Sorry.
Psalm chapter 24 verse 3. Who shall ascend into the hill of the Lord? Who shall stand in his holy place?
Right. Hey, mountains and hill represent government and rulership. 24 verse 3. Right? Mountains and hill represent rulership. Right? Because the Most High is actually building his government for the kingdom to come. The hierarchy is being set up. Right? Starting with the elders and the apostles at GMS come on down. And you have Abaratazah, high priest Arya comes out of that puts off that filthy garment, and high priest Shah puts off that filthy garment to hold the position. Right? Go ahead, start over, verse 3.
It's Psalm 24 verse 3. Who shall ascend into the hill of the Lord? Or who shall stand in his holy place?
Yeah, because just as in the time of Moses, right, which is King David, if he could receive it, right? Jethro said to him, what you're doing is not good. You understand? Appoint captains and rulers over the people. And it's the same thing being done today. Right? the government, the hierarchy is being set up. Because, hey, the scripture says that you're going to receive crowns. You're going to receive crowns. And you're not receiving crowns to be in your house. You're receiving crowns to receive what? A kingdom.
That's right.
Right? We're going to rule over these heathen.
Right.
You're going to have your own parish or quadrant or planet or however, sorry, not planet, but yeah, you will have planet too, because in my father's house, there are many mansions. But you're going to have your different lands to rule over. Right? Go ahead.
It says, who shall ascend into the holy hills, into the hill of the Lord? Who shall stand in his holy place? He that has clean hands and a pure heart.
He that had clean hands and a pure heart. Right? How you clean your hands? Psalms 119. How could a young man cleanse his way? Right? And a pure heart. The word heart goes back into what? Mind. Right? This is what the Most High desire. These people here, they're filthy. Look at it, it's what 10:29 in the night. Why they not in their bed? Why these women not in their bed? But they're out here hustling. What? To get their last minute shit to go and dress up to prepare for Saturnalia. Right? To dress up the house. To go and make baking an abomination. Yeah, right now I dread smelling that shit.
Yeah, right now my house thinking that fucking shit.
I dread smelling that shit. I hear the smell. I hear the smell. Hey. This is Psalms 28:3. Draw me not away with the wicked and with the workers of iniquity, which speak peace to their neighbors, but mischief is in their hearts. Right? But the wicked is the so-called white man. Right? Also the wicked, hey, we have wicked 2/3 of our people. We have our leaders of our people that are what Christian pastors that prepare the people to what prepare for what this fucking Christmas, Saturnalia, serving Satan.
Yo, why well, they just call it Saturnalia and done.
But that's what it is. But they don't believe in the truth. They don't believe in the truth. They believe in hypocrisy and lies.
They don't research that.
They talk about the word yoke. Right? Yoke, go back to what? Christmas. Right? They used to call it yoke, but they changed the word from yoke to Christmas.
Job 15:34-35.
Job chapter 15, verse 34. It says, for the congregation of hypocrites shall be desolate, and fire shall consume the tabernacles of bribery. They conceive mischief and bring forth vanity, and their belly prepare deceit. These Christians is hypocrites. Alright? Scripture say what?
Conscience said with a hot iron.
Cesspool of madness. Christianity is a cesspool of madness.
That's what they say, right? This is yoke, right? It's an Arabic term for Christmas.
What is up? Yule.
Yule, Salaki, yeah, Yule.
You saying yoke? I want
Yeah,
Yule.
Salaki.
Yeah, because they say
Yeah.
like tomorrow they're gonna have the Yule log burning. Yeah, you can't see it clear. I hope I know. Yeah, Yule. Right, they're gonna have the Yule log burning, but that Yule also goes back to what? A child. You see, burning the Israelite child. Right? You saw the child burning. They call it the Yule log now. So you go like they're gonna have that log burning on they used to have it on WB level long time, but that station changed to what? Pixie level. So whole morning they're gonna have that Yule log burning. But that goes back to the burning of an Israelite child. Just like how they used to have for Halloween, they will have bobbing for apples. They will have the Israelite slave, right? And they'll tell them the only way they can get free Because if you bob for apple in a cauldron of boiling hot oil, right? So hey, these pagans, they were wicked no ass. They're still wicked, and it's gonna hear again in the reincarnation. Right? And the people partake in these festivals blindly. Not even some of them not even blind because they know. The so-called white man coming out and telling you it's wicked. The so-called white man coming out and telling you that he created the RFID chip. Hey, the white man break down the chip and he break down the scriptures and telling you that, hey, this is the mark of the beast. Right. And they're still gonna take it. Yeah, because they love the belly. Can't. They don't love the sapphire. And that's the whole point. The most I gonna make them fucking. He gonna make some of them gonna deteriorate from the inside out. Through that famine. A lot of them go eat themselves, eat their own children again. They're gonna eat their own children. And they're gonna start eating goddamn belt, eating leather shoes, cut up the damn jersey on the back, start bite it up. Also dig the gun, whatever dirt, let's show dirt in the mouth and eat. And dig greedy as them do it. Something there? Go ahead.
It says Jeremiah chapter 4 verse 22. For my people is foolish.
It's foolish as hell. Go ahead.
They have not known me.
They don't know me. You know this. They say, I know God. Who is you, nigga? Who is you to say you know the Most High? The Most High said they don't know him. Don't know the Most High. Don't know.
This Hosea chapter 4 verse 6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
Away from all
it says that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of Yahweh, I will also forget thy children. This is Hosea chapter 10 verse 13. He have plowed wickedness, he have reaped iniquity, he have eaten the fruit of lies, because thou didst trust in thy way, in the multitude of the mighty ones.
Fruit of lies. And that's what Eve eating all over again. You know? Eve simple no fucker. Bro.
This is Hosea chapter 11 verse 7. And my people are bent to backsliding from me. It says, though they call them to the Most High, none at all would exalt him.
None. None ever would exalt the Most High.
Isaiah chapter 1 verse 6. From the sole of the foot even unto the head, there is no soundness in it. That's why many of you James out here, you so-called black Latinos and Native American Indian, can receive this truth. Because the scripture is pointing at what? Song doctrine. And you are from the soul of your feet to all your head, you don't have no songness in it. You understand? You're not bugged out. You're going into all these different pagan holidays, these different false philosophies, fruits and lies, you know, such as, you know, the Lord's birth, celebrating the Lord's birth.
We are in town. We were special like, so we asked him, what is it? He said, I am open up you. No, when you play with me, talk about you,
It says Psalms 138 and 6. Though the Lord be high, yet he had respect unto the lowly, but the proud he knoweth afar off.
Proud.
Far off, but it's here.
Right?
eyes upon a sinful thing. And most I can bring judgment upon to all those, alright, that know they're doing wrong and still doing it.
All of them are going to jump. All of them.
Tonight, talking to my mother, right, she knows she doing wrong. She admitted, she said, bye. She knows she doing wrong, but she's still doing it. Because why? It's out there, you're lost.
They are judgment, my family, I know, I don't want to hear from you when you judgment coming.
So Psalm 144.
Just for the elect.
Psalms 144 and 11. Rid me and deliver me from the hand of the strange children, whose mouth speaketh vanity, and their right hand is the right hand of falsehood, that our sons may be as plants grown up in their youth, that our daughters may be as cornerstones polished after the similitude of a palace, that our garners may be full, affording all manner of store, that our sheep may bring forth thousands and 10,000s in our streets, that our oxen may be strong to labor, that there be no breaking in, no going out, that there be no complaining in our streets. Alright, so with that we give all praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Kodash, upon us our apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Salutations to the elect, brethren, scattered across the four corners of the earth. Confusion of faces, and the sincere accords. Shalom. Shalom. To the elect. Mawat la babal.